know that new regulations can seem like a headache, but diverting organics from the landfill is a huge win for our soil and our community. And doing that at your place of business is way easier than you think. Our collective goal is to divert 75% of previously wasted organic materials from our landfill by 2030. That diversion means less methane, a harmful greenhouse gas, and more nutrient-rich compost, or black gold, for use by local farmers, orchardists, landscapers, gardeners, and homeowners. Today, we're visiting two of our favorite local spots who are early converts to the idea of diverting their food waste. First up, I'm going to visit Mia at Munchin House.
I'm Mia Abbott, and I work at Munchin House.
It is the law these days, but you guys were an early adopter. How long have you been doing organic separation here at the restaurant?
So we went head first, November 2022. So we made a quick deep dive into how can we make this happen, knowing that as a leader in the community, we can be a steward, we can help develop those processes and make it available to everyone.
And how have you had to evolve your processes over time?
Making it simpler for employees and for guests. Over time, adapted to having our employees do all of our own sorting. So everything gets removed from the restaurant and taken into our kitchen area and sorted there. There's not actually a waste bin accessible to customers in the entire restaurant. So we encourage them to leave any waste at all in our bin so that we can properly sort it and make sure it goes in the right stream. It's a small change to begin with. It's just start by identifying food itself. If you're eating it, it goes in the compost. It's a simple first step to just have a bin for food only. And when you start realizing how much is going in that bin, and then you start to realize all your napkins can go in that bin, and when you start to realize what else, your systems will develop to make sure it's handling your loads appropriately and adjusting your waste streams. But there is so much food in the restaurant industry that it's just a few bites left behind, but once all of those plates accumulate, it's a lot of waste.
So it takes some time to train your staff. Also, does it take a lot more space?
I think it takes next to no additional space. I mean, we already had multiple bins for getting through our waste anyway. We just changed from 2 trash cans to 1 compost and 1 trash. We made simple posters where we just took little pictures of everything that we serve at the restaurant. So our employees saw material that was showing them what we do here, not what someone else did, made a world of difference. So something that's not compostable, this is a plastic wrapper. So it's written on there as landfill, but then it has a direction that says, crackers are compostable, please open. Yes, the food is compostable, packaging is not. So just taking the time to identify the small pieces in your own establishment, that little bit of clarity makes all the difference. I'd say 80% or more of our waste generally goes directly into composting. Of course, some plastic is unavoidable, and that's fine, and you don't have to be perfect at everything, we just do the best we can.
So just for me to say that again, 80% of your waste is now diverted away from the landfill. That is so fantastic.
Yeah, and you think about how many thousands of pounds of soils we're just feeding back to our farms. It's pretty amazing.
Well, cheers to you. Cheers to Munchin. Munchin House is doing awesome work with their composting. Now we're going to visit McGlynn's and see what they're up to.
I'm Micah with McGlynn's Public House.
What happens in the kitchen, and then what happens at the front of the house?
We have our kitchen team here every day at 5 a.m. We chop onions, we prep all our vegetables. Historically, it would just go into the landfill, it would go into our dumpster, and now we have the opportunity to go into a composting system, and then once service starts, it kind of evolves from prep heavy compost to a end of service compost, where after our guests finish their meals, we take any scraps that might be left on their plates and we pull it off into the compost bins. We have a few elements that aren't compostable. Those are pretty easy to separate, but by and large, most of the items that hit the table can go straight into the compost bin. I'll show you what's going on.
Awesome.
This is where our team comes through and they're busting tables, and we have our bins right here. We have our compost bin, this is our waste bin, and then we have a recycling bin here too. The same system exists down on the other side, where we have our waste bin and then a compost bin here with our can liners. back in the kitchen, we have our couple waste bins with our compostable bins here. And then out back, we have our dumpsters. Just knowing that that full 4 yards every week goes into our compost versus into the landfill is just a great feeling.
Whether it's a pile of potato peelings from the kitchen or a leftover slice of pizza from the front of the house, how can that happen? Keeping organics out of the landfill isn't just a legal requirement, it's a badge of honor for our local businesses. It saves money, fights climate change, and builds better soil right here in North Central Washington. If you're a restaurant owner, you don't have to figure this out alone. Sustainable NCW is here to help you get started. Visit our website and check out our waste reduction toolkits to learn how easy it is to get involved.